ECAT's production of OA Sports are provided by RevT, we simplify technology for better. The Easton Lions Club, Doug King Builders Incorporated. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for the support of producing OA Sports.
Yep. Hello and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Oliver Ames Boys Varsity Soccer versus Sharon High School Varsity Soccer. This is looking like it will be one of the biggest matches of the season. First place in the Davenport for Oliver Ames, and first place in the Kelly Rex for Sharon. Sharon boasting probably the best offense in the Hockomock, 20 goals so far in this season. Oliver Ames the best defense, only giving up 1 goal so far in their first 6 games. Oliver Ames 5-0-1 in the season, 1 tie coming to Attleboro last week. Sharon 4-0-2, ties against Canton, and as well as a tie against Milford. Sharon a big turnaround from last season's campaign, where they only achieved 2 wins last season. Now they're at 4 wins, 0 losses, and 2 ties, so a much better and stronger team. Looking at the roster, just simply knowing some of these players from club soccer, I'm not surprised they had such a strong turnaround. Lots of talent up and down this Sharon team's roster. Going up against one of the top 10 teams in the country in Oliver Ames.
ECAT's production of OA Sports are provided by RevT, we simplify technology for better. The Easton Lions Club, Doug King Builders Incorporated. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for the support of producing OA Sports.
Very, very rainy evening here in Easton. Relatively warm, though, about 70 degrees outside, so the cold isn't there, but without a doubt, you can see the players already soaking from their warm-ups. Sharon going to the left, attacking towards the left. Oliver Ames attacking towards the right. And we're off and running here. Ball launched long, looking for Bernie Ellie down the left-hand side. Bernie and Johnny try to get it away and do get it back to, I believe that's Lucas Halama, who looks like he's starting now for his first varsity start. Jackson Mercieri moving back to defense recently. One of the things I've learned from last season to this season to jump around is certainly not scared to move around his lineup at all. This lineup is very different from what I would have anticipated at the very beginning of the season. Derek Walsh getting us restarted, and Johnny back to him. Some of those changes include moving Nicky Babanikas further forward. He played forward quite a bit at the last few games. Craig Churchill now out forward. Here comes Bernie Ellie in the box opportunity. Chips it in. Picked up by goalkeeper Sammy O'Reilly. Changes week to week in this lineup for Oliver Ames. Lots of opportunities for players to try out new positions as this team continues to get better over the season. Strong play by Alejandro. Babanikas goes up, gets a header, but a foul called against him for going through the player's back. Junior goalkeeper Zach Gilson pulling his team back on defense to try to deal with this kick coming in. Ball sent in from Max Sheng. Ricochets off a few players. Walsh is there to clean it up, send it out of bounds at about midfield. Will Cox will get us restarted for Sharon as they look to get some settlement and control. Walsh is there again to block that ball from going forward. Goes out of bounds for an Oliver Ames throw-in. No team getting early control of this game. Josh Braz doing a strong fight. Babanikas as well at midfield. Small communication issue there between Halama and Alejandro. Braz's excellent tackle to get that ball off of Sharon. Sends it forward, trying to find Hinjani. It looks like an attacking midfield position. Pushes it out to Ellie down the left-hand side. Ellie back to Luke Churchill. His first touch of the game, I think. Finds Hinjani. Hinjani dribbles into traffic, cleared away by Sharon. Luke Churchill there to pick it up. Launches a shot from well outside the box. Probably didn't get the purchase he was expecting on that ball. Whip ball, skipping across the turf. Foot and ball did not connect correctly. Picked up by the Sharon goalkeeper. Punts it to about half. First touch to Sharon. Second, the most important touch to Easton. Handball there on Zach Bernstein. Jackson Mercieri now back at central defense where he played in the past 2 seasons, winning 2 state championships for Oliver Ames. Back at center defense. He'll get us restarted at about midfield. Ball to the top of the box. Bounces through a few players. Sharon picks it up. Sends it away, but only as far as Luke Churchill. Churchill looking to get that ball back to the defense. Hassled by 2 Sharon players. Does a good job to maintain control. Gets it back to Alejandro, who finds Mercieri. Still a lot of pressure on Mercieri. 5 Sharon players up over the 50. And the press works. They come away with the ball. Do push that back. Still maintaining some level of control in midfield. Cleaned up by Alejandro very well. Launched it out of bounds for Sharon ball. Neither team's with a loss so far in the season. Obviously, a tie is possible, but no team looking to come away with their first loss in this game. Yellow card now being issued, I believe, to a player on the Sharon bench. I didn't see what was happening there. Perhaps speaking of the ref in some manner. Refs are a little hard to see covered in their white ponchos up against the Sharon players. First yellow card of the game against someone on the Sharon bench, I believe. Mercier gets his restart ball, launched into the box. Dangerous ball. Craig Church is almost there, but Sharon does a good job getting their head to that ball, get it away. Browse now with a chance outside the box. Launches in, wins Oliver Ames' first corner kick of the game. And Johnny heading over to take it. Back on defense, Alejandro and Mercieri. Walsh in the box, Babanikas in the box. Lucas Halama, very tall Lucas Halama in the box now, number 26 there. Launched in, short ball, picked up by Sharon and launched directly away. Oliver Ames throwing. Halama coming over to take that throw. Finds Hinjani. Hinjani's crossing the box. Walsh is there but can't get to it. Sharon sends it away. Mercier finds Churchill at the top of the key. Cleared away by Sharon. Sharon's defense playing very well here, not allowing a lot of shots against the goal here. Ball to Walsh. Walsh to Braz. Braz does a good job taking it down on the right-hand side. Chance for a cross in here. Strong defense by Sharon. Oliver Ames throwing. Walsh plays it to Churchill. Churchill taps it back outside. Oliver playing with creativity, just can't connect those last 2 passes. Ball launched long. Alejandro there to clean it up. Has got Gilson back for a safe pass. Owen Solby from Sharon pressing, forcing Gilson to make the quick pass, but he does find Braz at about the midfield. Braz to Churchill. Oliver Ames having success getting the ball into the corners here. Also the restart outside the box to the throw-in. Some sloppy clearances by Sharon gives the ball back to Oliver Ames. Walsh now with a chance to cross, brings it into the corner. Low cross, finds Churchill, but picked up by Sharon's defenders and sent away. Clearance from Sharon only goes as far as Mercieri. Great job switching fields by Oliver Ames here. Now it's Bernie Alley down the left-hand side of space. Does a good job to find Spring Hanjani. And Johnny frustrating 3 or 4 defenders there, but Sharon does eventually come away with it. Now breaking down the right-hand side. Ball forward to Owen Swolby. Well defended by Alejandro. Couple throw-ins, couple heads out of bounds. Little slop control for both teams over there on the right-hand side. Halama's throw long, but only to the Sharon defense. They try to turn it, but lose it out of bounds. Smart restart by Ellie, finding Churchill on the left-hand side of the box. Tries to tap it in for Braz. Couldn't get there. Cleared away by Sharon's defense. Missed kick by Sharon. Does eventually go out of bounds. I'm trying to see if it's going to be a throw-in or a corner. It doesn't look like it's going to be a throw-in. Walsh throws it into Churchill. Gets it back to Mercieri. Tries to send it into the box. Josh Cabral there for Sharon to pick up that ball. Gets it to Diego Martinez, one of the team's top scorers and captains. Luke Churchill back to pick up that play from behind. Good back checking by him. Brings ball back to Halama. Halama has to send it high quickly. Being challenged. We have a Sharon kick just past half. Moving the vast majority of their players forward here. All Rams, majority of the players back, other than Craig Churchill, who's staying up near the ball. Holding Sharon at about the top of the box. Ball goes over a few players. Walsh is there to send it away. Picked up by Sharon. Put back directly into the box. Owen Solby attempts a shot, but Mercier is there to block it and send it forward. Sharon still with control. Ball pass forward by Wilcox, but couldn't get picked up by Bernstein. Walsh gets it back to Mercier. Mercier's ball just touched over to Babanikas, but picked up by Sharon. Good tackle by Braz. Ref's going to call for a foul on probably pushing the back there. Dangerous kick here for Sharon. Gilson calling for a small wall near the top of the box. Diego Martinez to get us restarted with his dangerous kick. But 15 yards outside of the top of the penalty box. Not quite shooting distance here. Martinez's shot gets deflected off the wall. Braz does a good job trying to get that ball picked up, but it's going to be a Sharon throw-in deep in the Oliver Ames zone. Walsh goes directly, throw goes directly past both Walsh and Sobey. Rolls out of bounds for a Oliver Ames goal kick. Quickly restarted by Gilson. Sharon definitely doing a high press on these all of Ames defenders. Passing not quite crisp between them. Passes not hit with enough conviction against the high press. Slow rolling balls picked up by Sharon a few times now in a row, is keeping all of Ames pinned back. Gilson probably making the right decision here and telling his defense to clear forward. Conversation between the referee and a few players in the center of the field. Gilson's launch gets to Luke Churchill, but picked up by Sharon. Mercier's is great clear from a dangerous situation here. All Ames got to find a way to get some level of control back in this game. Walsh and Braz work together to push that ball forward. Kicked out of bounds very well by Wilcox. Walsh to get us restarted. Finds Braz. Braz with 2 players on him. Wins himself another throw-in. Strong play by him. He's been looking pretty good this game so far. Walsh tries to find Churchill in the box. 2 defenders on him. Wins a corner kick. Strong play by Craig Churchill there, using his back to try to shield that ball into the box. Eventually forced the Sharon players to reach around him and send that ball out for a corner kick. Corner kick being taken by Luke Churchill. Mercier coming for a short kick, but Churchill sends it long, high. Headed by Craig Churchill. Up over the back of the net. That'll be a Sharon goal kick. Rain had stopped previously. Looks like it's getting a little rainy again, but the players, I'm sure, enjoyed the brief respite from the rain pouring on their heads, although they are, I'm sure, completely soaked at this point. A little keepy-uppy with the heads being played by both teams here. Eventually brought down by Luke Churchill. Springs Craig Churchill. Bernielli with a chance now just top of the box. Players in front of him that he can make the move to. Finds Craig Churchill. Tries to find Hanjani, picked up by Sharon's defense, who has been letting all of his players get into it, but have always seemed to be there with that last touch, with the last most important touch. Craig Churchill can't bring down the ball now. Bernstein turns on Walsh, gets it forward to Diego Martinez. Ball lost to Babanicas' shot is... No, I'm sorry, that was Luke Churchill. Shot high and wide. Good shot, good relief of pressure there. As anticipated, this is a battle between 2 teams that are combined top of the Hockomock, each top of their own respective divisions, and clearly have deserved it. 2 teams playing as teams. Babanicas tries to find Church in the box, goes a little bit far, but Josh Brass is there to pick up the ball. Halama gets his head to the ball, finds Ellie. Ellie now with a player on him. Does a good job maneuvering. Gets that ball back to Halama. Halama finds Hanjani. Hanjani loses the ball. Again, a strong back check by Luke Churchill. Wins the ball back for Oliver Ames. Out of bounds for a Sharon throw. Ball throw long, picked up by Solby. Good job to Hanjani to spring Bernielli down the left-hand side. Bernielli, excellent pass, springing Craig Churchill on the box. I believe that was Max Sheng that absolutely got a key tackle in there to make it so Craig Churchill couldn't get that shot away. Strong shot by Luke Churchill from outside the box. Oliver Ames looking for that goal here. Certainly aggressive. We maybe need to connect one more pass in the box to make that happen. Churchill's shot strong, but wide of the net goal. Halama gets us restarted with a throw-in. Bernie Ellie with the ball on the left-hand side. Strong turn by him. Looking confident in the ball. And Johnny springs him with a good ball pass. And Johnny chance for a shot. Blocked by Asim Ahmad from Sharon. Oliver Ames still trying to get control in the box. Ball sent long. Looking for Walsh, finds Churchill. Churchill's shot pings off Diego Martinez with some power. Halama does a good job to get that ball back up to Babanikas. Babanikas with a calm play back to Mercieri. Mercieri to Alejandro. Alejandro's pass to find Ellie. Picked up by Sharon. Craig Churchill now with the ball. Outside the box, looking to switch plays or dribble into the center. Options coming down the right-hand side. Luke Churchill heads it forward to himself. Call on Luke Churchill. It's going to be Sharon kick coming out of their box. Churchill trying to spring Walsh down the right-hand side. Chance for a cross back in or a shot, but not sure what the call was. I'm not sure if his arm was high or went through the player's back, but that'll be Sharon's ball coming up. Sharon gets us restarted. Ball picked up by Oliver Ames. Now Sharon wins it back in their defensive zone. Loose pass to Craig Churchill. Springs Cyrus and Johnny. Finds Josh Braz down the right-hand side just outside the box. Very well taken by Wilcox. Luke Churchill, an excellent defensive tackle. Finds Hanjani. Hanjani pulled down by Josh Cabral. Dangerous kick here for Oliver Ames here, about 10 yards out of the goal, almost directly in front of it. Jackson Mercier to come forward to take that kick, ask for his 10 yards. Babanikas now wants to take this kick. Probably looking for a shot here. Shot ripped from Babanikas. Great save by Samuel O'Reilly to push that ball out for a corner kick. That was dangerous. Great shot by Babanikas. Actually, everyone backing up for a goal kick, and I guess that goalkeeper didn't touch it, and it actually ricocheted off the post. And Johnny does a good job of getting into the box. The ball, Craig Churchill can't pick it up. 5 Sharon players on him. He does a great job to keep it. Babanikas sends it back in for Churchill now with a chance. Maybe takes an extra touch, try to get that ball down to his feet. Loses it out of bounds for a Oliver Ames corner kick. Strong play by both Babanikas and Churchill there to win up another offensive opportunity. We want to see a high ball here. We've got Babanikas and Halama in the box. Another relatively short kick from Hanjani, headed up and over by the Sharon defense. A lot of tall heads here towards that center of the goal here. We want that ball high into that box. That is exactly what we're looking for. That head does go on, but knocked away by Sharon. Oliver Ames has to recover here as Sharon tries to push out quickly. Great play Alejandro to get that ball, settle it, find Hanjani to Craig Churchill's shot ricochets. We're going to have another Oliver Ames corner kick here. Oliver Ames pressing for that goal. But 20 minutes left in the first half of the game. Drew Hall coming on for Bernie Ellie. Hall, who missed the last game against Canton with an injury. And Johnny sends the ball nice and high into the box. Craig Churchill there try to get the head that in. Ricochets off a few players out of bounds for another Oliver Ames corner kick. last week against Canton, or earlier this week against Canton, it was all short corner kicks from Oliver Ames. Now they're launching them into the box, so definite change in strategy there. I wonder if Halama is the difference in terms of like what you think you can and can't accomplish off a direct kick. Craig Churchill finds Derek Walsh, dribbles into the box, bodied off by a few players, picked up by Sharon. Sharon's ball can't connect with a few passes. Back to Oliver Ames. Mercier springs Walsh again down the right-hand side. Tries to find Drew Hall. Great header there by Xavier Simon Gervin. Ball all the way back to Jackson Mercier inside his own box. Finds Luke Churchill. Luke Churchill tries to turn upfield, dribbles through a few players. Past Diego Martinez. Great play by him. Well-weighted ball to find Cyrus and Johnny. Sprung down the left-hand side. He's got a player in the box, does a low cross in, trying to find Drew Hall. Goes through his legs, unfortunately. Josh Braz is there. Still, Oliver Ames continuing to press. Picked up by Drew Hall again. Can't get that shot on, though. Drops to Diego Martinez. Dangerous chance here. Walsh checking back. Ball launched forward by Pavlov from Sharon, but too far. Rolls out of bounds for a Oliver Ames goal kick. Drew Hall subbed on there. Finds two immediate chances in the box, but can't connect on either of them. Drew Hall, the goalkeeper, converted to a forward this season. Jackson Mercier now in defense with the ball. Good job picking his head up and finding an easy pass to Craig Churchill through a bunch of players. Craig Churchill's ball finds Josh Brass brilliantly down the right-hand side. Shot directly at the goalkeeper. Picked up by Sharon. Excellent work carrying that ball forward from Sharon, or from Oliver Ames. They're looking in control so far in this half. Certainly in the past 10 minutes, they've had much better chances. Craig Churchill, ball stayed in for a long time there down that line. Churchill does a good job getting off the line, tries to find Braz, comes back to him just down the right-hand side. Two players in the box. Touched. Excellent smart play by him. That was touched by Coy Wilcox from Sharon. And instead of launching an off-footed or off-balance cross of the box, he elects to guard that out of bounds. Rolls out of bounds for Luke Churchill to take this kick. Mercier and Alejandro back. Halama in the box, right at the top of the six. Short kick to Babanikas, right back to Craig Churchill. Launches the ball short. Headed by Derek Walsh into the box. Great save by the goalkeeper there to push that off Babanikas' shot. Now this is the danger portion of those quicks. Now when the defending team gets this push forward, well defended by Oliver Ames, pushed out of bounds so they can recover shape and position. Crossing opportunity for Sharon, picked up by Zach Gilson. Churchill's ball knocked back in by Diego Martinez, but picked up by Jackson Mercier. Ricochets out of bounds for an Oliver Ames throw-in. When the ball is in Easton's defensive zone, Sharon's pushing forward a lot of players. Sometimes you'll see maybe just 4 players heading back, even if Oliver Ames has the ball. So Mercier does a good job to come over and cover that. Gilson gets it. You'll see here if Gilson keeps his players in and does a short pass, the amount of players that Sharon will send forward, Gilson sends it long. Headed in on well by Drew Hall. Picked up by Hemjani. Heads it on to Craig Churchill. Knocked out by Max Sheng from Sharon. Carlos Aguilar does a good job from Sharon to get that ball off of Hemjani. Long cross into the box, easily collected by Gilson. Rolls it to Mercieri. Mercier, time and space to look. Tries to spring Drew Hall. Picked up by Sharon, though. And Churchill gets the ball off of Sharon. Finds Babanikas, who can find Craig Churchill. Craig Churchill fights through a tackle. Still maintains the ball through a few players. Picks his head up. Tries to find Drew Hall, but blocked out by Sharon. Their clearance only goes as far as Babanikas, who has the ball just outside the box. Tries to fight through three players. And Johnny in the box, left-hand side. Low cross into the box, picked up by Sammy O'Reilly. Sharon's goalkeeper. Good communication between Walsh and Mercier. Walsh let Mercier take the ball, sends it back, sends it forward. Picked up by Sharon. Loose pass from Churchill, can't find Babanikas. Now Sharon attempt on goal here. 3 players forward for them. I think it was James Jennings from Sharon. Can't quite catch the number from this distance. Yep, that's James Jennings. He's been dangerous down that right-hand side for Sharon. Had an opportunity there, was being back-checked by Luke Churchill. His shot probably not as good as he wanted it to be, picked up by Gilson. Now Oliver Ames with control at midfield. 4 players forwards, 4-on-4 situation. Drew Hall has it. Finds Luke Churchill. Luke Churchill finds Braz on the right-hand side. Braz, good touch in, gets the cross, flies across the box, no one there to touch it. I believe that was touched by a Sharon player as it did go through. It's going to be an Oliver Ames throw-in. Substitution now. James Carlson coming on. Bernie Ellie coming on to take off James Braz. So Hall and Braz exiting. Ellie switching sides where he was originally. And James Carlson, who scored the first goal, I believe, against Canton earlier this week, now onto the field. Coach Barada being very creative with his forward attacking options. So we've seen 3 forwards so far this game. Churchill with another shot from the top of the box, deflected by Sharon. Cross rolls to the box. Now, I don't think anyone expected it to get as far as it did. So no Oliver Ames players there to pick it up. Sent on for a Oliver Ames throw-in. Lucas Halama with his first varsity start. Congratulations to him. Getting that long throw-in. Sends it into the box. Finds Carlson. Carlson turns. Very well done by him. He's got options in front of him. Goes for a cross. Blocked out by Sharon. Send it out. Halama's there. Brings it in. Brings it low in the box. His kick forward. Is that ricocheted for a corner kick? It is. Good job by Lucas Halama to win that corner kick. Oliver Ames with a definite size advantage in the box again. Launch time to the box. Walsh gets his head to it. Rolls through, picked up by the Sharon goalkeeper. Another excellent opportunity off those corner kicks. Sharon takes their time to restart it. Allows the Oliver Ames players, which are pressing forward for that corner kick, to get back into position. As such, Mercier picks up the send. Some short passing in the box here on that high press from Sharon. Almost gave the ball away in a very, very dangerous position. Mercier makes the correct decision to send it downfield. Strong tackle by Alejandro. Call for a penalty. It seemed like a fair tackle to me, but ref calls it as a penalty just outside the box, so you'll have a kick coming in. Dangerous position. This is where you've got shot options and crossing options, so very hard on defenders to have a solid plan as to what they need to do. Gilson getting his team organized. Ref counts off 10 yards, push the players back. Can't see from here who the kick taker from Sharon's going to be. Greg Pavlov taking this dangerous kick for Sharon. Launched in, on goal, picked up very well by Gilson. Good connection by Sharon by Pavlov on that shot. Gilson was there to pick it up, though. Carlson gets the ball now. Moving forward, does a good job to win it from a few defenders. Babanikas to Walsh. Walsh loses the ball going into the box. Birdie's pass back to Walsh. Walsh wasn't ready for it, or ball didn't get there in time. Lost to Sharon, but Easton does a good job picking it back up. Sharon with a decent amount of defensive control right here, but eventually has to try to spring it long. Foul on Craig Churchill. In the Sharon backfield to give them a kick to get this restarted while allowing them to push their players forward. Sharon's restart. Babanikas picks it up, tries to get it out of bounds, or to Halama. Halama does pick it up. Picked up very well by both Craig and Luke Churchill. Bernie Ellie now wide open on the right-hand side. Space to make decisions here. Picks his head up, takes a few touches forward. Tries to find Carlson, but that pass looks like it's going to be off the mark unless Carlson's speed can get him there. No, it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Goal kick picked up by defender Derek Walsh to Craig Churchill. Craig Churchill's playing it forward, does pick it up pretty deep, but then finds a charging Cyrus. And Johnny probably does a great job there by Cyrus to give a little bump. So the Sharon player is forced to touch that ball. Wins Oliver Ames another dangerous corner kick here. Halama and Babanikas both in the box. High and into the center. Picked up by Sharon, headed out of bounds. Luke Churchill called on a jump in on a Sharon player. Allows Sharon to get control of the ball for a free kick, but almost just as importantly, allows Oliver Ames players that are pushed forward for that corner kick to get back into position. Babanikas tries to spring Ellie. Ellie does a good job to getting that second touch on. Bounces off a Sharon player, hoping to get a corner kick. Sharon defends well. Gets the ball out of bounds for a throw-in. This is going to be a very deep throw-in. with Halama throwing could get that ball into the box. So Babanikas and Walsh pushing forward as if this is a corner kick. Ball launched to the near post. Babanikas tries to get his head to it, but just over him. Picked up by Sharon, and we're going to have a redo of that same throw-in, essentially. Babanikas does get the flick onto Churchill. Churchill tries to get his foot to the ball. Can't. 2 minutes left in the half here. Defensive. Jackson Mercier picks it up in the defensive. Right about midfield. Launches the ball forward, trying to find Craig Churchill. Churchill both Braz there, but Sharon's goalkeeper, Samuel Rowley, quick to get up in the air and get control of that ball. They attempt a quick restart while Oliver is trying to get back into their shape, but Luke Churchill's quickly to that ball to send it out of bounds. Craig Churchill, top of the box, springs Bernielli. Little too far for him, probably. Good pass, but Bernie could not get to that ball. Picked up by Sharon. Oliver Ames is going to be frustrated coming out of this half with no goals here, so still looking. Now look like there might be a man down here. Pass gets past Walsh. Mercier there to cover for him. Walsh gets the ball clearance, well defended by Mercier, but only Martinez from Sharon gets it back in the box, but Mercier is there again. Sharon looking for the goal here at halftime instead of Oliver Ames. Braz steals a pass. 1-on-3, see if he can find Hinjani. He does find Hinjani, who gets into the box. Launches a shot, saved by Sharon. The clearance only goes as far as Bernielli has a chance for a shot. Goes for a chip. Strong goaltending by Sharon to save that. Good eyes by Ellie, who saw that back of the post wide open and tried to chip it over the goalkeeper. Didn't get the height on it he was hoping for. Braz the ball down the right-hand side. Can't be much time left in this half. Back to Babanikas. Babanikas players all over him. Does a good job to find Braz. Braz can't get that ball wrangled. That'll be halftime. 0-0 here in Easton, Massachusetts. Oliver Ames Boys Varsity versus Sharon High School. We'll be back for the second half.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I'm Abby Malafato.
And I'm
Coming to you from 50 Oliver in North Easton, this is Easton News and
Don't have time to stay up and watch ECAT channels all day long or miss your favorite show's time slot? Don't worry, ECAT has a YouTube channel that has all the programs that we show, so you don't have to miss any of the episodes or catch up on past episodes. Search Easton Cat TV, with TV being the only capital letters. The YouTube channel has playlists for every program, even some of the programs you can download a podcast version. We even stream live events through our channel. To stay up to date with ECAT programming, make sure you look up ECAT's YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get all the alerts for the new programming premiere, and change the alerts to all to make sure you receive all of them. Remember to search Easton Cat TV, with TV being the capital letters. So there's no reason to miss any of the ECAT programming. Enjoy.
There's a storm.
Join me, Priscilla Almquist-Olsen, to explore the town of Easton and its interesting, engaging, ordinary, and extraordinary people, and meet a smorgasbord of guests, including artists, authors, musicians, business owners, community organizations, clergy, local leaders, etc., etc., etc. Community Forum at 3 p.m. on Thursdays and 1:30 p.m. on Saturdays. See you then.
Yeah. This is the life. Just relaxing by the beach. What could be better than this?
I've got an idea.
What?
I'd really like to find a forever home.
Forever home?
Yeah, like Jack Ryan talks about on Easton News. A forever home. All those animals at the APCSM, they get forever homes. Why not us?
Listen, man, I hate to tell you this.
Tell me what? Come on, tell me. Look, I can take it. Look at me. Come on, tell me. I can take it. Come on.
We're not real.
What are you talking about? Of course we're real. Look at us. We're sitting here on the beach, on vacation, being served raw meat, mind you. We're having a great time. How are we not real? No, thank you. I'm good. I've had enough. I've had enough. Thank you. What are you talking about? Of course we're real.
Look, it's not that we're not real. We're just not living, breathing animals. You don't even have a mouth, dude.
Well, oh yeah? Well, your eyes are just plastic.
Right back at you.
You've ruined my vacation. I can't believe you've done this.
I mean, well, while we're at it, why do we need a vacation? It's not like you have a job.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I'm out of here.
Cubby, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Oh, well, you had to get it eventually.
If you'd like to get your hands on a cubby of your own, scan the QR code on your screen now. Hello and welcome to Easton News. I'm Joe Taft.
And I'm Jack Ryan, and together we bring you everything you need to know about Easton, including
The
politics.
Town of Easton is undertaking a crucial public safety and public works facilities replacement project to enhance essential services for the community.
Community events.
Mark your calendars and get your costumes ready. The Easton Food Pantry will be hosting a Halloween parade.
And sports.
Boys soccer stayed hot, defeating Stoughton 2-1. That was the team's 5th straight division title and 4th in a row in the Davenport.
With APCSM guest segment Pet of the Week.
Hi, I'm Katie with the Animal Protection Center, and today we have a little Iris.
With help from special correspondent Wyatt Fain. Join us
For Easton News.
playing 6 o'clock Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, residents of Easton, friends and neighbors. This is Bill Ames,
co-host with Priscilla Almquist Olson of the Film Connection.
on ECAT now for over 20 years. We're very proud of that.
And we like to interview guests from Easton who have been involved in the film business.
Actors, producers. We're very fortunate today to have a producer of a film.
Hey, are you a fan of history? If so, come for a adventure with me, your host Drew Daugherty, as we explore some of the most impactful events of all time. We talk about U.S. history. These events led up to the creation of the first Continental Congress. World history. The Allied forces consist of France, the United Kingdom, Russia, Japan, and Italy, and influential figures. The legacy of Martin Luther King is one of selflessness, and he never stopped believing in the equal and free America. You'll get my takes and opinions, so come along for an adventure on Drew's Venture History TV. Check us out between your recently scheduled programming as well as on YouTube. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Gail Devins, and join me as we discover all the businesses that made Easton great. This is a wonderful, wonderful place. I cannot wait. I want to do it. I want to go there. I am definitely coming back, and I know you will too, because I'm telling you something. It is absolutely amazing in here. What a wonderful way to discover Easton. It's right here in Easton. Showing at noon on Mondays, 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, and 11 a.m. on Fridays, only on ECAT.
Don't have time to sit down and watch ECAT programs? Don't worry, ECAT has got you covered. That's right, ECAT has
Podcast!
ECAT Podcast Channel has your favorite shows that you could listen to. Whether you want to chill and listen to the Ron Van Dam Show and hear him talk about what's bothering him that day, or the show hosted by local legends Stephanie Weinstein and Meredith Keach, where they talk about anything and everything, or take a listen to the weekly news hosted by Jack Ryan and Abby Kitchenham. Stay tuned in with Tiger Talk hosted by all of our Ames students. Community Forum is where their host Priscilla talks about all things Easton. Easton residents can also find government meetings about various topics. You can find the podcast on Podbean and all your favorite podcast platforms. Just by searching ECAT or the ECAT podcast, you can find it all. The ECAT podcast channel is powered by Podbean, so either in the car ride or walking around town, you can always catch what's going on with ECAT. Happy listening!
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Sick of all the new shows and movies dominating pop culture? Well, have no fear, because Old Time Movie and Old Time TV are here, where we like to add our own flair.
There's a truck.
Welcome back to the second half of all our Ames boys high school varsity soccer against Sharon High School. 0-0 at half. Exciting first half of soccer. No goals to come of it, though. All of our Ames pressing on a lot of corner kicks. Sharon with a few counterattacks. Back early from a minute or two early from the 10 minutes normally allotted, but teams were looking forward to continuing playing here. Rain has let up, drying out there, although the players are cold. Lights are on, sun is heading down. Still relatively warm outside. Sharon a little bit on the front foot here in the very, very beginning of the first half. Bernielli keeps the ball in, but only for Sharon attackers. Leo Yin now the ball. Backtracked by Cyrus and Johnny does a good job to get that ball away from him. His clearance only goes to Easton, though. Shot from outside the box, picked up, blocked by Babanikas. Picked up by Mercieri. Halama gets his head to the ball. Church with a strong kick away. And Johnny, good sliding header to chip that ball onto Churchill. Picked up and knocked out of bounds by Sharon. So for an Oliver Ames throw in at about half. Walsh, long throw to Braz. Braz back to Walsh. Out of bounds, though, for a Sharon throw-in. Players all over Mercieri's back. Alejandra's clearance bounces, ricochets off of Mercieri. Throw into Sharon. Good job by Alejandra to deal with that. Sharon getting us restarted here just outside the box. Throw on the far side of the field. Babanikas gets his head to it. Only goes as far to go. Nope, not out of bounds. Yep, out of bounds. Braz tried to save that. Tried to get it to Walsh to clear it. Long throw from Sharon into the box, only as far as Babanikas. The ball gets stuck under his feet. He can't get to it. Shot by Sharon, ricocheted or went high. Bernielli picks it up on the far side. Can't get it out, though. Sharon definitely on the front foot coming out of half here, looking for a surprise goal to start the half against Oliver Ames. Oliver Ames only giving up one goal so far on this season. Leo Yin to get us restarted. Nope, that changed the players to Asimashad. Sorry. Ball thrown into the center of the box. headed by Mercieri out. Picked up by Churchill. All of Ames cannot get this ball moving forward out of their defensive zone. Out of bounds again for a throw-in from Sharon. Just a few yards away from the previous throw that went directly into the box. All Ames got to find some life after that half. Very strong first half for them. Bernie plays very well to get that ball to roll out of bounds, to try to get all Ames a breather and also the ability to control the ball a little bit. Halama launches the ball down the line, looks for Ellie, flicks it on. No one there from all Ames to take it though. Sharon again with control of the ball. Bob Benikas tries to grab it, but picked up by Josh Cabral from Sharon. Back to Leo Yin. Into James Jennings. James Jennings tries to get the ball right into the center, and Johnny does a good job back checking to pull that ball back for Easton. Launched by Mercieri downfield. Picked up by Sharon, but second touch goes to Hinjani. Hinjani back to Hinjani. Hinjani tries to spring Bernie. Not on the same page on that pass. That ball's going to roll directly out of bounds for a goal kick for Sharon. That was the first offensive maneuver by all Ames this half. That looked like it had any promise, but and Johnny and Bernie Ellie were off. Not on the same page on that pass going out to him. Goal kick to about half. First touch to Easton, second touch to Sharon. Yin sends it deep, looking for Solby. Jennings gets it around Halama to Solby, who pulls it back to Leo Yin. Time and space to pick his head up, looks forward. His pass forward picked up by Oliver Ames, but sent out of bounds for a throw-in. Yin quickly gets us restarted, throws it over everybody. Alejandro's there for Oliver Ames to send that ball out. First, second, three hits in a row. Ball eventually drops to Sharon in their defensive zone. Ian on Churchill, turns, finds James Jennings, tries to push it on to Solby, does a decent job. Solby with a hard check on Alejandro. Ball goes into the center. Walsh is there to clean it up and send it forward. And Johnny picks it up. His first touch escapes him, picked up by Sharon. Sharon looking the more dangerous and more creative so far in this half. And Johnny tries to get the ball back. Can't even get the ball back to. These passes just are not connecting for all the Ames here. Ball lost in the center. Picked up by Diego from Sharon. Well defended by Easton. Braz now with time and space down the right-hand side. Dribbles on. Sends it out to Churchill. Gets it back to Braz. Braz going to get there on the left-hand corner. He is not, and is going to go out of bounds for a corner kick for Oliver Ames. John Barata calling in some changes to his lineup from the sideline off this corner kick. Kick short to Mercieri, pops it back to the box. Low cross into the box, picked up by Sharon and sent out. Counter-attacking possibilities exist for Sharon. Ball sent too far. Alejandro well positioned there to pick that up. Sends it back and finds Ellie. Great pass by Alejandro. Ellie maneuvering, trying to find space. Does find Churchill. Great play by him. Picked up by Sharon. Tackled away from Churchill. Babanikas back to Halama. Halama to Alejandro. Alejandro to Mercieri. Strong switch to play. Launch downfield again. Looking for Braz, who's now playing at the forward. Braz at forward. Looks like your outside wingers are going to be Ellie and Hanjani. Strong defensive diamond or midfield diamond with Babanikas, both Luke and Craig Churchill and Jackson Mercieri backing them up on central defense. I'm thinking the maneuver from Barada is to get better central control of this ball. Braz also looking strong at forward here. Forces a clearance by Sharon out of bounds for a Ellie throw. This will be one of those corner kick style throws from Halama. Both Babanikas and Walsh pushing forward into the box. Short throw to Ellie. Ellie gets the ball back to Babanikas' shot on goal. Well, I'm not sure if there's a shot on goal or trying to chip it forward to Churchill. Either way, picked up by Sharon's goaltender. .30 minutes left in the game, 0-0 here in Easton, Massachusetts. Oliver Ames versus Sharon High School. Mercier gets us restarted. Header long send of the box looking for Babanikas' head, but picked up by Sharon. Sharon's counterattack now. James Jennings with the ball. Churchill from the behind him forced him to give that ball a little bit early. Strong play by Halama. Picked up by James Jennings again, though. Jennings now the ball. Dangerous spots on the right-hand side. Walsh is there to pick up the cross and send it out. His clearance finds Craig Churchill. Craig Churchill's ball, excellent. Finds Johnny. 2-on-2 in the box. Chips it forward for Braz. Braz's hit. That's going into the back of the goal. There is no stopping that. Excellent play forward by both. Walsh's clearance. Churchill's ball through to find Hanjani. Hanjani's cross to Braz was brilliant. And then even more brilliant, Braz's header was unsavable. 1-0, Oliver Ames High School over Sharon. Far from over yet, 30 minutes left in the game. Almost a counterattack style goal from Oliver Ames there. They've been sending balls long that was 3 or 4 passes across the ground. Push that ball forward quickly. Yeah, you have to say that goal was almost against the run of play. Sharon certainly looked the better team so far in the second half, but with all the talent on this Oliver Ames team, a few passes and they're free. Halama gets us restarted with a throw-in. Alejandro Mercieri. Back to Alejandro, trying to find some defensive ways forward here. Sharon's press eventually works. They get the ball back. Sprung forward. 2-on-2 situation. Walsh needs to get back to defend. Ball gets into the box, picked up by Mercieri, sent long for Mercieri. Excellent crossing ball by Hanjani. Tries to find Bernie. Is Bernie going to get there in time? He will be able to pick up that ball. Has Braz, but 4 or 5 defenders in front of him. Hold-up play is probably what we're looking for here. Great job by him to hold it up. Find Churchill. Churchill now into the end line. Wins a corner kick for Oliver Ames. Excellent play by Bernielli to recognize the situation. Recognize the only one player forward. 4 or 5 defenders in front of him. Holds it up, waits for the team to get forward, makes a maneuver, and eventually wins us a corner kick. Hard corner kick directly across the goal face, slapped away from Sharon's goalkeeper, who, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little surprised he's allowed to wear that light gray when their team wears white. At least from this angle on those corner kicks, he almost looks like one of the Sharon defenders. Craig Churchill on the right-hand side. Free play people on him, but he's got time to maneuver. Does lose it to Sharon. Josh Cabral does a good job for Sharon. Pick up the ball, try to find a player, but ball goes out of bounds. Jackson Mercieri. Alejandro, 2 players on him. He's got the only option to send it forward, but does find Craig Churchill when he does. Strong play by Braz, blocked out by, I believe, Josh Cabral. No, not Josh Cabral. I believe from a Sharon defender. We'll see Jordan Bird. I'm not sure the number. I can't see it from here. Luke Churchill, strong midfield defensive play. Takes the ball from a pass. Mercier's long ball picked up by Sharon. Churchill does a good job to get there. Braz's shot ricochets off the ground right into the Sharon goalkeeper's hands. Craig Church now the ball just outside the top of the box. Turns, looks for options. Has Johnny coming on to it. Johnny's touch to multiple saves by Sharon's goalkeeper there. Excellent work by him. You're going to have a goal kick there. Both Braz and Johnny connected, both with chances for a shot directly on the goal. Couple back-to-back saves by goalkeeper Sammy O'Reilly. Goal kick only as far as Bernielli. Bernie on Leo Yin. Turns, looking for help. No assistance coming for Bernie on that one. He was sort of on his own. Ball eventually does get to Braz. And then Yin sends it long and out of Sharon's defensive zone. Quickly right back in from Luke Churchill to Johnny trying to find Craig Churchill, then scooped up by Sharon's goalkeeper. Goal kick only as far as half. Walsh tried to come onto it, got knocked off the ball. Foul called against Sharon. Allowing Merciers to get us restarted at midfield. Players on the goal line finds Churchill. Churchill couldn't get his feet out from underneath him. Was at a pretty awkward angle to take that shot from the far post. But actually does win a corner kick. I thought that went directly off of him and out of bounds. So good job by him for winning that corner kick from that awkward position. High corner kick in front of the goal, headed by Sharon first, straight across the box. Bob Manikas used his shoulder to try to get positioning on the ball, knocked the Sharon player over. Foul called against him on that one. Allows Oliver Ames to get back into their defensive shape. Oliver Ames again comes up with the ball after the kick from Sharon. Sharon's kicks out of their defensive zone, be it goal kicks or whatever. No, they don't do a great job maintaining control of them. Oftentimes where ball goes directly to Easton. Bernie Ellie down the left-hand side has got some options in front of him. Tries to find Braz in the box. Well defended there by number 6, Asim Ahmad. Sharon does get control of this goal kick, on the other hand. But well fought for by all the Ames on the far side. They do win a throw-in. Walsh to get us restarted. Finds Johnny, tries to flick it on for Churchill. Does so. Ball's bouncing with not much control there. Josh Cabral does a good job for Sharon to come away with it. Now it's Braz from Easton. Tries to find Bernielli. Can't get the ball to him. Out of bounds for a Sharon throw. They've got time and space and big lane to open on the right hand on the left-hand side. Babanika's very smart to that to get over to that ball. Good job by him to recognizing that there was a huge lane left open in between Bernie and Halaman and to get over there and to close it up as quickly as possible. Walsh on the right-hand side now. Gets the ball to Njani. Njani back to Walsh. Walsh chips it long for Bernielli, who's right there. Does bring the ball down. There's Jennings and Yin on him. Ball gets to Braz. Now it's Jennings with time and space to pick his head up. Looks to spring number 10. Diego Martinez on a counterattack. Here comes Sharon now. Martinez tries to get the ball forward to Barker, but ball lost out of bounds. Or, I'm sorry, ball lost to Easton, who eventually loses the ball out of bounds for a throw-in for Sharon. Crossed into the box for Sharon. Picked up by Oliver Ames, sprung long. Great clearance by Luke Churchill. Sharon counterattacking now. Ball well played into the box. Cross is short. Picked up by a few Sharon players. Oliver Ames does their best to scramble on defense, pick that ball up. Leo Yin came forward, had a chance for a shot. His shot was probably not what he was looking for there, as it careened directly out of bounds, far, far from the goal. Great press by Sharon there, looking for their tying goal. 20 minutes left in the game. Sharon wins a kick just over the half in Oliver Ames' defensive side. Pushing the vast majority of their team forward here, sensing that Oliver Ames is on their back heels here trying to defend. First header by Sharon. Gilson taken down as he tries to collect the ball by Leo Yin. Oliver Ames, I'm sure, very happy to take a breather and try to get this game settled back down. Mercieri short kicked Alejandro. Alejandro has a player directly on him. Diego Martinez from Sharon, one of their top goal scorers, has to clear that ball downfield. And Johnny, with a huge burst of speed, trying to catch up to it, forces the goalkeeper to spring that ball forward and out of bounds. Walsh gets us restarted with a throw-in. Churchill takes it down, takes control of it. Picked up by Sharon, launched downfield. Jennings does a good job keeping that ball forward. Springs Diego Martinez down the right-hand side. Is going to be able to get to that ball. Sharon pushing forward. Blocked out of bounds well by Nikki Babanikas. Dangerous throw in here for Sharon. 1-0 Easton, 17 minutes left in the game. Strong throw into the box. Coach Barada again shouting out instructions to change that positioning around now. Trying to figure out what the changes were here. Looks like maybe Alejandro had left the field, and I didn't notice it earlier, but defense back in its position as it was the majority of this game, if not all this game, with Walsh, Mercieri, Alejandro, and Lucas Halama. Carlson on the left-hand side open, goes for a shot on goal, ball comes off of his foot poorly. Picked up by Sharon's goalkeeper. Halama cleans that up, gets that ball back to Zach Gilson. Walsh on the right-hand side, turns the ball upfield for Babanikas. Babanikas now looks for Johnny on the right-hand side. Good approach here from Oliver Ames. Pass lost to Sharon. Luke Churchill here with a shooting opportunity. Does launch that from distance. Ball goes out of bounds for a Sharon goal kick. Carlson off. Bernielli back on. Sharon restarts the goal kick, again picked up by Oliver Ames, who's been getting those first and second balls on those Sharon clearances. Churchill, 2 players on his back. Ball only goes as far back as Walsh. Walsh, good job picking his head up to find Babanikas. Babanikas launches a shot off someone's back. Still picked up by Oliver Ames. Elliott does a good job getting that ball. Maintains it on the left-hand side. Good pass back from Tim to Halama. Halama to Churchill. All Rams looking for that second goal here. Lots of control just outside the box. Good check back by Walsh, but no communication there between he and Mercieri as to who needed to clean up that second ball. Mercieri sends it off a Sharon player out of bounds, so all Rams will maintain control of it. Craig Churchill now the left-hand side. Good cross by him, but picked up by the Sharon goalkeeper. Carlson back on for Braz. Oliver Ames throwing. Walsh the ball just outside the box, dribbles into the box, gets it to Churchill. The ball crosses and ricochets off a Sharon player. Oliver Ames corner kick here. Foggy, wet, cool night in Easton now. Short kick to Mercieri. Mercieri, another short into the box. And Johnny gets to it first, but ricochets it, can't get it through anyone. Good job by him to pick it up again. Tries to find Carlson, finds Walsh. Walsh is shot from well outside the box. Blocked for Sharon, out of bounds for another Oliver Ames corner kick. On those corner kicks, when the ball's bouncing outside the top of the box, oftentimes the correct choice is to launch that ball at the box, because losing the ball in that situation leads to counterattacks almost always. Corner kick goes over the entire goal. Walsh is there to try to get something out of it, but ball goes out of bounds first for a Sharon goal kick. Substitution for Sharon. 10 minutes left in the game. 1-0 Oliver Ames. Goal kick again picked up by Oliver Ames at midfield. Push called on Craig Churchill for Sharon to get the restart here in their defensive half. Kick not directed towards anybody, picked up by Oliver Ames directly back in Sharon's defensive half. Bernielli now with control. Leo Yin on him. Good turn by Bernie. Yin still gets his foot to it, though. Bernie gets control again. Does a good job to find Babanikas. Babanikas to Churchill. Strong play by Oliver Ames here. Churchill takes a breath, gets it back to Mercieri. Chips it long to Bernielli, who is he going to be able to get to that ball before it gets out of bounds? No. He probably might have got a foot to it before it went out of bounds, but still goes out of bounds for a Sharon goal kick. Sharon goal kick. First touch to Sharon, second touch to Sharon. Good job coming away with this one. Charging down. On the far hand side, Babanikas covering. Sharon controlling, switching the field back to the right hand side. Diego chips forward to Leo Yin. Ball out of bounds for an Easton throw-in. I thought Yin might have gotten there before that ball went out of bounds, but nonetheless, I don't think his kick was what he wanted. It was picked up by Oliver Ames anyways. Halama long throw to Churchill, who chests it back to brother Luke Churchill. What looked like a crazy clearance from him was actually a pass to Cyrus and Johnny on the opposite side of the field. Cyrus dribbles into the center instead of down the line. Takes on one too many players, loses ball, but Josh Braz is there. Braz tries to get it back to Babanikas, who can't corral the ball. Now over to Sharon. Diego Martinez with the ball on Lucas Halama. To Solby. Leo Yin. Get back to Solby. Sharon doing a good job getting some passes and getting some control down the right-hand side here. Eventually they chip it forward, trying to find somebody, but there wasn't any Sharon players forward. Picked up easily by Jackson Mercier at the top of the box. Now they come down, now they switch sides, try to go to the left-hand side. Jackson Mercier there again to clear that ball. Jackson played the majority of the beginning of the season at midfield, moved back to defense when Babanikas started pushing forward a little bit. Still great having either of those two back on defense. Ball sent long. Braz trying to get there, but I don't think he'll be able to. Sharon, goal kick. First touch to Sharon off the goal kick, but then picked up by Oliver Ames. Yin's got no choice but to launch it long. Craig Churchill takes control, finds Hanjani on the right-hand side. All alone, 3 Sharon players on him, tries to find Babanikas in the center, but does lose it to Sharon. Sharon pushing down on the right-hand side. Bernielli coming back. Leo Yin sprung on the right-hand side, out of bounds. Leo is not sure that went out of bounds, but that'll be a throw into Oliver Ames. Halama's long throw gets past both Yin and Ellie. Sharon pick it up. Martinez around Halama, chips the ball across box. Zach Gilson's there to pick it up, get control of that, hold it to the ground. Gilson sends it long over everybody. Sharon's defense does get back to get the first head to it. Braz and Johnny outside the box. Excellent ship by him, trying to find Braz coming into the box. Picked up by Sharon, launches it out of bounds. That'll be an Oliver Ames throw-in. Oh, picked up. It will be an Oliver Ames throw-in. Ball should get us restarted here after receiving some instructions to make sure he's making the right pass. Out of bounds for a Sharon goal kick. 5 minutes left in the game now. Sharon's goal kick again picked up by Oliver Ames. Oliver Ames with time and space in the center. Churchill picks his head up, finds Hanjani the right-hand side. Looks for a long switch to Bernielli. They've been doing a lot of those this game. It's been working pretty well. Babanikas tries to chip back heel it to Braz. Ball goes off his heel. Actually, sorry, that was Luke Churchill, not Babanikas. Eventually kicked out of bounds for a Sharon, or an Oliver Ames deep throw-in. Halama will take this. Not quite corner kick here as Barada's holding back a lot of players on defense given the situation of this game. Ellie with a push will be called. Sharon will quickly try to get this restarted quickly downfield. Oliver is back into shape. Diego Martinez now from Sharon on Halama. Turns around him. He's backed up by Nicky Babanikas. Dribbles around him, but Babanikas' speed allows him to recover and get that ball sent back into Sharon's defensive half. Josh Braz with a long touch, one-on-one with the defender, 2 other defenders behind him. Hold-up situation. Does a good job pulling that back into the corner. Finds Hanjani. Hanjani with Craig Churchill behind him. Excellent hold-up play by Easton to turn this into a prolonged offensive attack. Luke Churchill now over to Bernielli on the left-hand side. Sharon looking for offside, not getting it. Bernielli with time, asking for some sort of help. Yin steps on it. Corner kick now to Easton. Long corner kick right across the goal. Craig Church with a first and open shot, but couldn't turn that onto frame. Over the goal. Timeout now. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Timeout. This is the top team in the Davenport versus the top team in the Kelly Rex. Best offensive team in the Hockomock and Sharon. Best defensive team in the Hawk with Oliver Ames. So far, it is Oliver Ames 1-0 chances to both teams. So far this game. I think the difference for me is Sharon's inability to send the ball from goal kicks or kicks within their own zone and maintain any sense of control through that midfield. Oliver Ames' lone goal coming from Josh Braz with a great play that started defensively, pushed forward with 4 quick cutting passes that were taking multiple defenders out of the play in each pass. Left Braz all alone. Oliver Ames' second big chance was a play with both Braz and Hanjani, who had, I'm not going to say an open goal, but only a goaltender to beat and couldn't get it past him. So great goaltending play from Sharon so far this game. And they're going to get us restarted with a goal kick here. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. And again, Sharon's inability to come away with any control coming out of those goal kicks or defensive kicks rears its head. Easton's there to pick it up, sends it down to the goalkeeper. Kick to about half. Halama's there to head it back in. Bernie do the second touch on the ball. Ball's going to roll out of bounds for an Oliver Ames throw-in. Oliver Ames with a nice slow throw from Halama into the cross, right across the goal. Goalkeeper has to come off his line to catch it. If there was an Oliver Ames player at that top of that 6, that could have been very dangerous, but no one was there. Again, their goal kick goes directly to Oliver Ames. Well, the puck goes directly to Oliver Ames. Martinez now driving. Halama there to get that first touch to it. Halama guards it out of bounds. About a minute and 10 seconds left in this game. Bernielli hand on the back creates a foul. Sharon's kick directly to Oliver Ames again. They lose the ball out of bounds. Lucas Halama coming over to take the throw. Running carefully on the track as to not slip. It is wet, of course, and he's wearing cleats. Long throw to Ellie. Ellie maintains control despite Yin trying to take the ball off him. Yin does eventually get that ball forward. Churchill tries to smash the ball forward for a safe play, but ricocheted off a Sharon player. Braz now has some chance to control that. Over to Craig Churchill. Slams it forward. Babanikas chips forward now. Only as far as Yin. Braz is there to pick it up. Look to dribble into the corner here and control this ball. This is time and space for control. Oliver Ames throwing. Well played by Braz there. Heads up play as to what needed to happen in that situation. Over 5 minutes on my watch here for this end of the game, so can't be much time left. And that is it. Oliver Ames wins a key game of the season, 1-0 against Sharon here in Easton. These two teams will play again later in the season. And for us, we will be back with Oliver Ames Monday night against Attleboro, the team that we have our one tie against so far this season. So we will talk to you then. Thank you for joining. Oliver Ames 1, Sharon 0.
ECAT's production of OA Sports are provided by RevT. We simplify technology for better. The Easton Lions Club, Doug King Builders Incorporated. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for the support of producing Always Sports.